Are you enjoying the view?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Orders. Okay, so it's time to check the sound. Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you. Okay. I'm gonna probably hear myself now. I don't think you will be able to hear it repeated though, which is cool. I'm still not used to this shit, bro. Not used to this. Your stream is not working. The fuck? Oh yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. It just has a fairly long delay. Okay, so it seems solid. It seems solid. So welcome back, boys and girls. Today we're gonna do some stuff because and I think I've just fallen ill. I feel a little sick and my throat is hurting a lot. But you know what? The pain can be eased with some hot coffee and some grind. At least that's what I tell myself. So the first thing that we will be doing today, because this is like an Incarnon grind, but I need to get something for this channel ASAP. Let me show you. We need to go see Cephalon Zimaris, and this is something that he sells, which I'm guessing is useful for 0.1% of the Warframe community, as in the people that need to make thumbnails for videos. I need this shit. Okay, I need this shit. The problem being, it is a lot of rep. It is a lot of rep. You can trade for it, but you need 100 plat, and I don't want to farm plat now. So I'll just end up buying it. And I'm gonna do my daily method for rep grinding, and just in case you don't know of that method, you're gonna learn something today. Because in 15 minutes, you can have max cap with Cephalon Zimaris. You can literally have everything in just 15 minutes. So what I would recommend you getting is Ivara. You need an Ivara, okay? You need an Ivara that can go invisible for really long, and I mean the build is really secondary because Ivara doesn't need much investment to work, but for instance, this is my Ivara build, which fucking sucks. Because it has 0 forma, and I could add a prime flow, I could add a fully level 3 expertise, fully level narrow-minded, I could do all of that, but I don't have any forma, but it's still more than usable for what I'm using. The only interesting thing I have on this build is Arcane Consequence, because the fact that you can get some parkour speed while you are invisible is really useful, because you cannot fully parkour with her. So every little movement speed that you can add to your jumps and your rolls on the air, it's gonna add up and end up making you much more mobile, which with Ibarra is a luxury. And of course I have Infiltrate and I have Rush because I want to be just a little bit quicker. I might end up adding some format to Ibarra someday if I want to experiment with her, but for now, she's just a tool for events like this, and I just use it like that. I think you can do this on normal mode, and it's even easier, and you get the exact same rep. So let's just do it like this. You need to go to the Cuba Fortress. There are more levels that work, but the Cuba Fortress is really good for a very specific reason that you will see now. So, let's generate some energy before doing anything else. The idea will be scanning everything. Every single enemy in the level, we're gonna scan them. Every enemy you scan, at least on Steel Path, it's 300 plus reputation for Simaris. Which means if you scan everything, you literally just reach level cap in one extermination mission. Which is sick. The reason for coming to the Kubako Fortress is not only because of the experience these enemies give you, but because you can also scan other things that give you the same or even more experience, like the automatic turrets in the fortress. They give you a lot of EXP. And yeah, I think we have more than enough energy to start with, so
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
we'll just scan literally everything, and we will get to max rep with Simaris in 15 minutes. Or less. You know what? Maybe doing this in Steelpad is not worth it, because you only get you don't get double. Let's say you don't get double EXP. So if you can do this mission a couple of times, in the time it takes you to do it one time on the steel path, maybe it's still more worth it to just do it on normal mode. Oh, hello, Zajin. Welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. I'm really glad you enjoy it. I'm gonna be adjusting it for the following weeks, because there's still some issues with it. I don't think it's noticeable, but you can clearly see like a box shape around it, right? The reason for that is I don't have a chroma in my virtual studio in Unreal. What I have is a black background. But I need it to be a black background, because if it's not, illumination doesn't work that well. And you start seeing weird colors, because the yellow light mixes with the green in the background and does some stupid stuff that I don't like. So yeah, for now it has some limitations, but I'm really happy. Bro, this has been like a 3-day project. I'm really happy with the results so far. But I want to add some more stuff. Maybe even like mapping a key or something to it, so I can make it go crazy. Like turn around and become really big and then really small and really fast, like it's breaking down. Maybe something like that could be fun to do.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
But yeah, this farm is just so fucking boring. The thing is, I don't think it's more boring than actually doing the Simaris missions. For context, Zaji, because I don't know if you just came by, I'm grinding the rep to get the chroma key from Simaris, because I don't know if you've realized, but my thumbnails suck. And not having the chroma on Captura does not help. Like, it does not help at all. And this is the way I farm for rep. Barely, but I see it. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't even expecting it to be able to work on a black background. Like, I actually didn't know that the chroma key was even able to be used on black with decent results. I thought I was gonna have to get a complete like a complete black square and show the Cephalon on it. But no, it actually kinda works with the chroma key. Kinda. So yeah, it's still better than I thought it was gonna be. The chroma key scene blows. What do you mean? It's not useful. Because, like, you're the Captura guy. Like, you are the Captura guy, not me. It's bad, it's difficult to use or something. Because literally the only use I want for it is to be able to do the thumbnails easier. Because again, like, I know Photoshop, I know the basic stuff, but I hate it so much, I hate doing it so much, that I would just prefer to grind the rep for the chroma key. I can show you how to put mobile green screen down on it. Damn! Maybe it's does it have something to do with the lighting? Like can you use like a really intense green lighting towards the wall and that's how it works or something? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that fucking blows. That blows. Yeah, that actually blows. Damn, well, I'm still curious about getting the chroma key, and I'm in the middle of a mission, so at least today I will get the rep cap. So I'm gonna finish this mission, but yeah, like, I can go into Captura later, and you can show me if you want. Whenever I'm done with this mission. But still, like, this farm is really decent still, because yeah, it's boring, but you can listen to a podcast or whatever doing it. And getting the Simaris rep allows you access to some of the most expensive mods in the market. Like, you can just get 60 plat one time a week for free, just if you're willing to do 15 minutes of this each day, which is nothing. It's actually a text trick. Oh, so... Don't tell me. I'm curious, but don't tell me. Are you able to make text so big that you can turn it into a chroma? Like, you get like a green text, and it's so big that it covers the entire screen or something like that? Omega, when you get you get a solid... Damn. Okay, that's really cool. I could have just searched for it instead of grinding for this shit. But sometimes complacency gets the better of you because like, yeah, of course there's no way of making a chroma key in Captura unless you buy the actual chroma key. Of course there's no way. I was just probably one Google search away, right? Because I'm guessing you learned that from somewhere. And if you didn't, if you were the one who discovered it, you're a fucking beast, man. Like, for fuck's sake, it's so boring. Like, 9,000 EXP. You know what? I'm getting impatient. Like, this is not a still path mission. Let's just kill everything and leave. I don't want to lose those 9,000 EXP, but... What the fuck? I have never seen this room on the Cuba Fortress. I have never seen this room. This room is new for me. Okay. I was getting confused. Like, where the fuck I am? Where the fuck am I? Okay, no jokes right now. Ibarra is still Ibarra. I don't have literally any survivability on her. The only thing she's able to do is just become invisible. So let's keep being invisible, okay? Of course, I cannot shoot at that. Was that a headshot? It was not. If that was a headshot, I would be jumping real fast with my arcane. Arcane consequence trigger, please. Yes. But again, like, doing this on Steel Path, it's actually kind of worth it, because yeah, it's double the XP, more or less double, and it takes a little longer, but you don't need to reset or anything. You just do one try of this mission. If you actually scanned everything, you get the max rep. You actually can even go over the max rep. I also use reset for oh my god, you can use reset to do that. I mean, I knew it was really powerful because I've used it for doing pseudo RTX on old games, and when I say pseudo RTX, I actually mean not at all real RTX, right? So like simulated shadows to make old games look better. But I didn't know you could just straight up do what you just said. It makes sense though. It interacts with the render and on the game. It makes sense that you can do a grease quit, but I never thought of that. Last time I've used reset was to replay Bioshock 2. Because, like, yeah, the remaster is just kind of decent, but if you add some reset, it looks hot. And I've also used reset or playing Dead Space 2. Because I played the remake, which really good, by the way, like really good. I still have my gripes with it, but in general, really good remake. So I wanted to just replay 2 straight up. But of course, like, my eyes were too used to the new cool graphics, and I was like, yo, we might be able to do something with Reshade. And yeah, it looked really cool. When I do this farm, I don't kill anything and get it for extraction. The enemy just pile. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I need to try that next time. Do you use the noise arrow, or the enemies actually just pile around the exit because of their AI telling them, oh, there's a guy here and you need to move where the player is.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
Yeah, Reset is incredible. What a tool! Like, I don't have enough brain cells to properly dive on it. I only have enough brain cells to install it and deal with the presets other people use, which sometimes is trouble enough, because for some reason presets don't want to work on X version. Well, I'll be fucking them. I've played this game for like 3,000 hours and I didn't know that. That shows you how much hidden depth there is to this game. That is insane. Oh my fucking god, that cannot be possible. I wanna try that shit right now. No, but I'm not gonna. I'll try it later. That's insane. I didn't know that. I've been playing this game since Fortuna. Actually, since before Fortuna. I was there when Fortuna was launched. And I know Sajin is like, I've been playing this game for 10 years, bro. I know. But like, still, like, I've played my fair share of Warframe. I didn't know that. Yeah, there's always something we don't know. And sometimes that's good, because it's like, yo, that's really cool that I've discovered this. But other times it's so frustrating, like, how there's not a chance this game isn't telling me this. Like, there's not a chance this game is not trying to tell me this. Like, I made a video about it. I made a video about this specific topic, and I know that you all agree. And I also know that we will never get anything done to get this fixed. But, like, for instance, for example, like, do I have the shattering? Yeah, like, shattering impact. Okay. If you were new to this game, okay? If you were new to this game, what does this mean? What does this mean? You just install Warframe, okay? You kind of understand the stats of the guns. Maybe you don't understand what the elemental damages do or what the combinations are, but at least, I mean, you have played RPGs before, right? So you know what crit is, you know what crit damage is, you can guess what multi-shot means, but then you come to the modding screen and you see this. What does this mean? Yeah, it's like 6 armor. I don't... First thing, I don't know how much armor enemies have in the first place, because nobody has told me that I can scan the enemies with one specific module that you can get from Simaris, which tells you the stats, and that you can then use that shit on the simulator to see the stats on the enemies. And it also doesn't explain shit because enemies scale, and their base stats get multiplied. So, base, I don't know how much armor an enemy has, but I'm guessing 6 is really low, right? An enemy might have, like, I don't know, 100, 500, 1000 maybe. Something like that. I've played League of Legends. Tanks have like 300 armor. And then you're just fucking guessing. But no, this is base armor. So it ends up being literal thousands of armor in late game. And fucking no one explains this shit. And this is just one of the most egregious examples. There's a lot of shit like this in this game, and it makes me really mad. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, how are you supposed to know? Like, if they at least added the word base, if you add the word base, maybe you can guess if you are really used to how game scaling works, right? If they added base to the sentence, but they don't. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. So, what were we talking about? Ah, yes, Zajin, you want to show me how to do the reset thing? You want to? I can go the reset thing? No, the chroma key thing in Captura. And then I'm gonna go. Probably I'm gonna make like 1 or 2 levels of the circuit because I really wanna try the Leto Incarnon. Looks sick. I wanna try that. So I'm getting it this week. And later I might just change games because we are on the Steam Fest, the next fest, and there's a lot of demos that look really interesting. I might just be trying some demos later. It stays proportional, so no matter what the level the enemy is, it should take the same amount of hits. Yeah, yeah. And again, like nobody knows that. Like I remember the exact moment where I finally got my head around, yeah, Warframe is not gonna explain me shit. Never. It was specifically about that mod, because I was looking to learn how to hand Eidolons, right? And some people use that fucking thing to strip armor on them, and I was like, how? Like, you're telling me? Because in that same video, because people don't know how to explain shit sometimes, and it's not their fault. They don't have to be teachers. They were saying, yeah, this enemy has like thousands of armor, so that's the reason you're gonna use some other weapon with this mod. And I was like, bro, why? It says 6. Yeah, it's infuriating. Okay, I'm gonna get my girl. Okay, here's my girl, and let's go into Captura. Do you recommend specifically any of the scenarios that I already have? Or it literally doesn't matter, because maybe illumination can get in the way of you doing this. So maybe you have like a preference of Captura. Oh, literally an ESD. Okay. So then let's get, I'm guessing, one that has a lot of space. So call below. Why not? Also, by the way, how's the voice filter? How's the voice filter? Because I have different configs for my plugin on Streamlabs than I have on my editing software. So I think the voice filter is working differently, and I don't know if it's too much or it's too little. Is the voice filter okay? Sounds great. That's the thing. The video that I uploaded yesterday, maybe it was a little too much, and I'm not gonna lie. That video was 100%, like 2000% inspired by what Shai used to do. So I'm thinking in my head, the level of filter that was added on my video was kind of proportional to what her videos used to sound like in the past. So yeah, maybe I need to get it a little lower on the video side, because if in streaming sounds good, then it's no problem. Thanks. So what do I have to do, bro? I'm guessing I need to do this shit, right? And I need to go to text, and now I don't know anything. You said something about we need to open because it's a markup language. Ah, you wrote that shit. It's Omega. Minimize the fob, okay. Omega. Okay, bro! Holy shit! Oh my god! Yo, that's sick! Damn! That sound that is stupid. Minimize the fob. I mean I'm guessing not just 20, right? Yeah, but this is just trial and error. The thing is, I need to reposition the text because it's clipping with my Banshee. But I'm just clicking on this and nothing fucking happens. Literally nothing happens. Does it have like controls that it doesn't tell you? Zajin? I'm actually really lost. Like, how do I reposition this thing? Oh, so you can also make gradients. That's really cool. That's really cool. But again, like I'm lost on like, yeah, because text is showing just in the middle of my warframe and it's clipping, and I'm guessing I can move it, but I don't know how. Okay, so if I do like this, just in case it just has the material on one side, I'm gonna turn my camera the other way around, and now I'll create the text. That is so jank. The fact that we can make this is so jank. Okay. So now... Damn, so I need to remove No! I fucked up! Well, but I have the technique now. Like, I have the technique now. So I go like here, and I create the text, and I open the markup language, and I write Omega, which means square in whatever Unreal 3 is using, which doesn't make any sense to me because I only know Unreal 5. And you make it really big, and you change the color to a green, which I might not have. Yes, I do. Okay. The fuck? That is not that is definitely not looking like what it's supposed to. Like, okay, maybe. Okay, that's much better. Okay, it was because the green was too. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Now, for the big question, because yeah, like I should be playing with it and moving the camera around and all that shit. Can I take control of my warframe again and come close to the chroma? See what I said? See what I said? I'm gonna look in the other direction just in case there's material on only one side. Game design. Game design. Well, Zazin, that was really useful, man. Like, really. Like, thank you so much for taking the time. That was really useful. I might still get the chroma scene with Zimares just for convenience, because I mean, I can do some adjusting outside the game of the image, right? Like I can still do that, but this is really good. Like this is really good. So thanks. Thanks. I'm definitely gonna be using this for whatever thumbnail I make next, because I know for sure, like, some of my videos get no fucking views, and it's my fault. And it's literally my fault. Not because the video is shit, which some of them actually are, but because my thumbnails suck. So I'm gonna be practicing this for a while. Now let's get some work done. Go to capture and set the cam around where you want and select. Okay. Okay, that makes sense also. So let's take a look. I'm gonna try to make this by myself. Like always, I really enjoy playing solo. Okay. So, do I have Jaguar and Rhino? Oh, damn. Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm getting my Nova. I'm getting my Nova because if for some reason we get like a defense, they still have not upgraded the circuit. So if you lose a mission, you keep the rest of the progress. So if I lose in a defense, it's over. And it has happened to me a lot of times, because I always go like, yo, I definitely can do this by myself. I don't care if my mates leave, I can do this by myself. And then I literally lose 2 hours of grinding. So, oh my god, this is so over. But I would need to get some ammo. I would need some ammo mutation in the decrease to be able to use this efficiently. I really like the plinks. I really love it, but it's definitely not the way to go in the circuit. And the rest is complete another bullshit. I mean, I'm gonna get the Tatsu just in case a lot of melody decrease drop. Oh no, like it's definitely what you said, and it's also definitely what I said, and it's definitely another 20 different things that we have no control over. Because, like, oh no. Yo, my Cephalon is okay. It was crashing. Still need some work. I need to work on optimization for this shit, probably. Like, more than probably. I'm gonna keep speaking and see what happens. Hello? Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you? It's going so slow. I don't know the reason though. Okay, but like, this is really interesting because if I get the focus on the Cephalon screen, it works no problem. And now, if I get the... Oh yes, it's definitely because of the game. It's 100% because of the game. I'm gonna lower the graphical settings and see if I... Okay, let's turn the game to medium, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do this, bro. I didn't want to. But unless I figure out how to optimize the Cephalon more, there's no other way. Maybe I need to turn off some graphical options, because Unreal is stupid. It always wants to give you the best image quality possible, even if it's not the optimal thing in your project. Like, oh, I'm gonna turn RTX on by default for no reason. To the point where I actually don't know if my Cephalon is ray traced or not. Maybe it is, and I turn it off, and you literally don't notice anything, but it works much better. So yeah, I need to take a look at the project. Yeah, Duvir is pretty power hungry. Especially if you're not the one hosting, and the one who is hosting has a really bad PC, you instantly notice because it goes down to like 50 frames per second. And I mean, like, I have a really good CPU and a 380. So I know it's not my fault whenever that happens. Oh, I have the hard back, yes.
An extractor requires power.
Yeah, if I could figure out how to make it, I'm more than likely figuring out how to make it work better. Like, I'm hoping. But still, like, I'm not a professional yet. I know a lot about Unreal because it's my hobby. I'm trying to make a game on my own. Like, I won't be considered a professional until I release that shit, you know? And also because I actually go to class and study this thing. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't know. I know how to code, though. I've been working in coding for like 5 years at this point. But Unreal is such a different world. Okay, you know what? Maybe Nova wasn't the best call because these enemies just don't give a shit about your CC because they have overguard. Yeah, Nova was a... This was a bad call, I'm gonna say this was a bad call. I'm gonna struggle through this, okay? I think I'm gonna struggle through this. And whenever I'm done, I'm gonna try to roll for better weapons. Because Aterius are decent, but if you don't kill the enemies, they just go out of ammo, like instantly. And the Tatsu, like, yeah, it actually kills things. It actually does, right? But the stance sucks so much dick. Like, the stance is so bad. It has always been, even before the melee rework, this stance has always felt so wrong to use. And I don't know why. I literally don't know why. You were trying to wrap your head around C++. I actually don't know C++, by the way. Unreal 5 uses C++, but you don't need to deal with it because there's like a visual... I don't know how to explain it. It's like a mask. It's like a mask. Like, imagine you're trying to write a function on C++. Like, instead of referencing the function, you create like a little window that you connect to other windows. It has like a form of abstraction, so you can code without knowing how to use C++. Not using the damage reduction? Yeah, I should be using the damage reduction. The thing is, I'm still not very good at speaking with chat while I play the game. And I forget to use my shit. Yeah, Python, Python is really funny because it's really easy for people that have not coded yet. But it is kind of harder for people that know how to code because it has some differences to other codes. Like, you decide where in Python you decide where a function ends and starts because of how much you tap the text, right? In Java or in like C++ or whatever, you use you actually use brackets. So it's more busy visually, but it's way more clear where everything starts and doesn't start. So yeah, I'm 100% resetting after this. Like, I cannot use Nova on this config because what I use Nova for is to get the Tigris Prime and basically just nuke the shit with her 2. You shoot the 2 with the Tigris Prime and everything dies. Like, literally everything. Tatsu fucking sucks. I'm gonna swap to the Acarius again. The problem being, I still don't have a prime sure-footed, so using explosive weapons like this sucks so much for me. But it's so unreal. Because this little thing has a 10-meter radius. 10-meter radius.
Enemies are assaulting your excavator.
C-sharp is much easier to learn, I think. Because C-sharp, it's really verbose, but it's really similar to Java. Whenever I studied coding, the first year we did Java, and the following year we did C-sharp, and I didn't even need to study it, like, at all. I didn't even need to study because the syntax was so similar. I could just think about writing something in Java, and then I would try to write it in Java, and just the autocorrect suggested me similar expressions and things. So I just ended up learning C# for myself. I didn't need any help. Shrine Fuel Putted. Yeah, I'm not able to play this frame at this level while talking. Like, legit, I'm completely incapable. I'm forgetting to use my one. I'm forgetting to get the decrease. I'm gonna try to get the decrease, by the way, because it might help. Yeah, this could be used. This will definitely be useful with the Tatsu because attack speed sucks on it. I still don't know Jack or shit. I just have a bit more context on what the computer is doing. Yeah, like, and you'll never actually know what the computer is doing because it's like several levels of abstraction. Like, your CPU is actually what it's doing, what everybody thinks programmers are doing, like coders are doing. They always think, oh, you write ones and zeros, right? And it's like, no, that's what the CPU does, right? And then there's another code in front of that code that abstracts it some more, and then there's your operating system, and then there's the code that you use. So essentially, a coding language is just a way of making something really abstract be more similar to the languages we actually use to communicate in real life. Which is still really strange, because if I say print dot line dot brackets string args, like, what the fuck does that mean to a normal human being, right? It doesn't mean anything. But it at least has English words, right? It's at least words and not zeros and ones. So yeah, coding is hard. Like, don't let anybody tell you that, oh no, but coding is actually really easy. It's not. Like, it's not. The more you learn, the easier it gets to learn. But starting is really hard. Because it's just concepts that your brain is not used to. You're not used to think like that. The moment you break that first barrier, then it's just all over, because you'll learn by yourself. You won't need to look for anything else. You'll actually guess what you can do without nobody telling you anything. Like, oh, if I can get a specific... Like, if I can get a specific character out of a text using an index, is there any difference between doing that and getting a specific object out of an array? And the answer, of course, would be no, because it's the exact same thing. And then you understand, oh, so a string is just an array of characters. That makes a lot of sense. And you just learn by yourself reaching that point. Please, God, let me out of this loot cave. Let me out of here. Also, by the way, Joe, I've just realized it's Friday today. I didn't realize.
Excavator under attack. Extractor charge expended.
Okay, so I might just straight up leave the Incarnon farm because there's a friend that really likes to do the Incarnon farm with me. So I might just leave it for this weekend. I'm not sure. I might just do what I said before and go try some Steam demos. I'm playing like shit. Like, I'm just playing like shit.
Protect it or lose it. Excavator lost. The work
Like, you get a funny thing about the excavation on the steel pad circuit is that you can just mash your head against the wall and you'll finally succeed. Because each time they break an excavator, it goes up, so it just doesn't matter. You can just power through it, no matter the case. It's not like defense. Yeah, maybe, maybe, just maybe, doing this by myself was a bad idea. Maybe, just maybe it was the worst idea ever. Maybe it was. The difference between a string and some other form of organized character bands, I forget where it was. Yeah, because not every single coding language has more than one type for text, but some of them do. In fact, Unreal does. I think Unreal does, which I've not needed to use yet. But yeah, I think Unreal actually does gets a difference. Yes, I should have gone with Rhino. Actually, you know what? Not even Rhino, like Zaku. Like, just forget about everything, just armor strip everything and let the guns do the work by themselves. Like, 100%. And now I've lost that chance. And like Zaku drops again, I've just dropped the chance. Okay, if I defend this one just a little bit, we'll be able to get out of here. Katsu sucks so much. It sucks so much. Like, yeah, if you make a heavy attack build, then it does not suck. But I fucking hate heavy attack builds in weapons. Because I like to use movesets on melee weapons. I like to use the melee. The only exception is the ceramic dagger Incarnon, which I use for assassinating purposes with a Kullervo and shit like that. And also because it allows me to heal really fast. But yeah, whenever I get like a big katana, I'm not thinking, yo, how can I use it one time between whole magazines of my guns? Right? Yeah, but it's so good looking. It's so good looking. That's the thing. Drip over meta. Or at least just get straight up just get a Tatsu scheme for other big katanas. But there we would still have a problem. Move kit sucks. Like, the move, it's bad. And I think it used to be better. It was hard to use because it was really slow, but it had really good multipliers. I remember there was an attack that you could do before the melee rework, which, if you stopped for a moment, your character would start to rotate the sword in your hand, and then if you attacked, you did like 4 or 5 really precise hits, and those hits would destroy anything because they had insane damage multipliers. Pennant isn't terrible. I haven't tried it though. Yeah. Like, Tenokai completely fucking fix the using melee weapons for melee weapon primary purpose in general, which is doing combos and looking sick. Because we have always been able to just swap to our melee weapon and do a quick heavy attack. That was not the problem, but what almost every single change that they did with the latest expansion, amazing. For how much shit I say about this game on a daily basis, they are working really hard on it, like really hard. You mean the moveset shouldn't? Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree, though. Because there's just so many movesets that you can get. Like even with my favorite melee weapon, like damn, I don't even know how to write today. So the katanas, like this works, like really good. Like this works really good. And Blind Justice is the best moveset. These two are really good too. Like these two are really fucking good. But because this one is just a little bit more useful because of the movement that it gives you, and it's slightly better on the damage, you're gonna use this. So Zajin is absolutely correct on that. Like it shouldn't dictate that much, because even when you have a case like this where all of them are good, because all of them are good on Ikanas, this is still the meta one. It just is. That is a nice ribbon. Yeah, it is. And I don't invest on ribbons much. You're gonna see my collection of ribbons, which is really pitiful because it's a mechanic that I don't like. I think ribbons should not exist. Like, this is my whole collection. Like, there's nothing here. Some of them are just sentimental value, like the Basa. The Basa used to be my favorite gun in the game when I was new, because I love silence SMGs in shooter games. I love me some MP5 SD in Call of Duty, right? So I use the base a lot, and I got this piece of shit ribbon. But I think ribbons just shouldn't exist. But it's too late, and because we have them, and they will never remove them, I think they should. How do I say this? Because we have them, and we are never gonna get rid of them, because they make a lot of money for Digital Extremes. How about we make them slightly harder to get, but you're able to decide which stats you don't want in the ribbon. So you have RNG, but slightly controlled RNG. Because the biggest problem for ribbon, and the reason I'm never gonna say this weapon is good if you use a ribbon, like this weapon is either good or it's not good. Right? It's either good or not. Like, you might get a ribbon for that weapon, you might even get that ribbon for like 2 plat, and you might roll it 200 times and get nowhere even close to what you're wanting to get. Like, for instance, look at this shit. Like, look at this shit. This is one of my favorite guns, the Exarchus. It literally does what the Tigris Prime used to, because it's the only shotgun that you can get to more than 100 status. And this is basically what the Tigris Prime build used to be like 10 years ago, but with modern mods. It's the exact same thing. I love this weapon. First fucking roll on my ribbon. Insane stats. Ridiculous stats. It was insane how good it was. And then I realized the viral was droning the slash and the hit. So I rolled it for the second time, and I got a ribbon that gave me reload speed, and slash. And the weapon got even better. But I wanted the Riven to be even better because I was hoping for like maybe slash plus hit plus reload speed, right? So I kept on rolling. Again, the first roll, God tier. Second roll, even better. I'm on 29 rolls now, and the Riven is not very good. Like the Riven is not very good. Also, they should let you try the Riven, maybe. Try the Riven before confirming the changes. Somehow. Because I was thinking this could be better than what I had, and it's not. I just broke my Riven for the Exarchus, which is a shame. But yeah. It is what it is. Let me check on my Warframes now. Oh fuck! It's so over. Oh, it's over. It's just over. Okay, let's go public. We're gonna get the later. It's over. Well, but I honestly, Zajin, I think that's real subjective because when I finally get the one that I want, if I've used too many resources, I'm just dead inside. It's like, I'm guessing this system works. But yeah, to each their own, I think. So, do I want to have fun? Or do I want to fuck everything? You know what? I was complaining before that I didn't know how to play while speaking to chat, so let's just get the brain dead option. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. like, bruh. Like, how much do you want me to not care about this game at this point? Like, do I get the Lex Incarnon? Do I get the Kubanuko and completely forget about it? Because, yeah, like, Lex Prime's really good. Incarnon, really good. It kills everything. We are playing Circuit. It does not matter. It does not matter. It's gonna kill shit. It doesn't matter. Let's get the Kubanuko. I don't care about the primary weapon. That is just insane. Okay, let's make just a sneaky reroll here. That's a shame. I mean, this is not the worst option. I'm hoping for the one that gives you more damage. The more status effects that you inflict 20 meters around you. Because that's basically unlimited damage with Zaren. That's basically unlimited damage, and then you get the one that heals you for its status effect, and then you use Gloom, and it's over. It's just over. Like, you don't even need to play the game. Oh fuck, I should have been looking for the decrease before. Because the objective doesn't start until you get close to it, so I usually just look for the decrease before doing anything else. Some people don't know it, that. Some people don't know it. And right now it doesn't matter that much, but if we were like on round 7, where the enemies can absolutely just one-shot the objective, then it's really useful to keep in mind. Can I hear the decree? I cannot hear it. I'm not hearing it. Maybe down here? Nope. Okay, hope my mates end up trying to look for it also. Nah, but let's just Oh, Cephalon is imploding right now, I think. Yes, Cephalon is not doing alright. He's breaking down, I think.
The enemy musters for a fresh assault.
That is something that I need to 100% take a look at. Maybe it's not the Cephalon fault. Maybe it's Streamlabs. Maybe I need to check some options. Like, you know what? Whenever we are safe, I'm gonna take a quick option on the screen capture for the Cephalon, because keeping in mind that I have a really small part of my screen using it, maybe I can get away with using it on a lower resolution or something. I know. You know I like to make things work.
Resolve is being tested. Do not falter.
And actually, like,
This blow
all these streams that I'm doing, like, I don't take this seriously at all, because I'm not sure I see myself just streaming regularly. These are more like tests, you know? I want to test how well this works. Not in a public kind of sense, but how well the computer performs, how well the game does, etc., etc. I want to be aware of how my system behaves under conditions like this. Because, like, I could have never thought of the Cephalon blocking until I saw it today. That's the reason I'm streaming lately. They removed the enemy ability to crit, so now they two-shot one for the shield, second for the... Oh, okay. Well, actually, Zajin, that is exactly it. That is the exact way to troubleshoot it. So I'm just gonna Alt Tab. Okay. No, it's not OBS. It is the Cephalon. It isn't. Interesting.
like ashes.
I have an idea.
Been
Because Windows prioritizes applications that are full screen. So I think I'm gonna try to get it full screen on my second screen and see what happens. See if the performance is better.
can endure the
Okay.
at its most
Not exactly good performance, but maybe just a little better. Holy shit! Do we have like someone with max 1? Oh, we literally have a mag and I didn't realize. I'm so dumb. I use max 1 on my Protea. Like, the subsumable Zephyr 2 is probably better for grouping enemies' purposes with the turrets. But it looks and sounds technological whenever you use max 1, so that's the reason I use it with Protea. For the drip. Okay, now give me the one that gives me more damage per armor. Oh my god! Yeah, it's basically just over. I'm gonna be so tanky. I'm gonna be so fucking tanky. I literally can stop moving, probably. Holy shit! Oh my god! Yo, this is just straight up dirty, isn't it? Yo, this is the actual late game. like, me and my friends, before we left Warframe, we were hoping for an end game. Like, this game needs an end game. I think this is it, boys. Like, we have optimized the fun out of this game. We finally reached that. We finally reached that point. Like, now, if they give me the getting more damage per status effect, then it's like you could probably go to level cap with this. Like, no problem at all. Emotional. The only emotional thing here is the emotional damage these enemies are receiving right now.
30 seconds. Prepare to receive life support.
Yo, Sarin experiences armor for the first time, but have you ever seen a Banshee experience armor for the first time? Now, that's what I call a gaming moment. Ironically, this is so broken, this is so brain dead that I'm not having any fun right now. Like, I'm literally trying not to sneeze. That's what I've tried to stay away from. Too much optimization blows, yes. Yes, like I mean, the process of optimization is more fun than using that optimization. Like, I think coming up with the perfect build and thinking about it is better than then using it. Right? Because the game is not capable of handling what you're able to get out.
Only 60 seconds.
There's too much shit you can do to any system in this game to make it broken. But actually thinking about it and testing your knowledge of the game and seeing if you're able to remember all the synergies that might be able to benefit you, that I completely understand people doing that because that is fun. It's stimulating. But then you play it and it's all over. Yeah, of course it's ramp up. We need to get to like level 1000. My intention is to get to level 5 because I mainly want the Lero Incarnon. I don't care much about the other Incarnons because either I have them or I don't want them. Also, I have the Kunai on level 10, which I guess I'll build for fun. I guess I'll do. I used to love the Destreza Prime. It used to be really good. It has never had the best AoE damage for a melee weapon because of the moveset, but the damage was really solid when it came out. Also, okay, I'm gonna show you all some absolute heresy, some absolute horseshit. I'm gonna come back to the circuit, but I don't want to play. I don't wanna play Zaren. That's too boring. I'm gonna show you something stupid that might have been patched already. Last patch, they changed something about it, but I'm not sure if it was enough to destroy it. But whenever people say optimization, like, I don't think you can get much better than this. You might all know about this, and I'm an idiot, but okay, let me just check if I still have it equipped or not. Okay, do I have it though? No, it was not on this Sentinel. Yeah, it was on my gen, I think. Yeah, but basically that it's like, yo, it's gonna be sick. And now I got exactly what I wanted, and I'm sad. Yeah, basically that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some absolute horseshit, like pure horseshit. This might not work right now, but I'm not sure. So you know how a lot of people use Hellstrom on their Sentinels for priming purposes, right? Okay. I was trying some weapons for Sentinels, and I discovered this weapon. Yeah, I said that there was a way to literally just AFK with your... Yeah, exactly. I said something, but I didn't show it. So, I discovered this weapon. I discovered this thing. The thing about this, of course, being a Sentinel weapon, it has a limited ammo, so nothing is working against you whenever you use this. So you inflict disgusting amount of status hits and viral hits, and as you know, viral plus hit is insane. So this just by itself makes your Sentinel able to kill shit, which is really good. Now, what happens when you use several of the new bonds? Yeah, this can happen. Yeah, like if your Sentinel decides to kill an Eximus, then yeah, right. Like, okay, but what about this too? Like, what about this? You know, and what about this? Like, I don't want to explain this. Like, this speaks by itself. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, basically, stacking everything is just ridiculous. And then you get like a Rhino because, of course, it's gonna work with this buff. Like, of course, it's gonna do. And then you, I don't know, Corrupted Heavy Gunners, the higher level I can get them, because I'm still MR23. And then you... it starts really slow. But then... yeah, this is disgusting. Like, this is stupid. This doesn't make any sense. It killed me a little bit inside when I finally got this build working, because I have not used it again. The only time I've used this was when I made the video mocking the people that said my Tigris build was shit because I wasn't using Xara's Whisper or any external buffs. And I said, like, yo, I've optimized my build. Actually, it needs 0 mod slots to kill enemies. It needs 0 mod slots. Look at my Tigris build. Yeah. That was the joke, basically. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back to the circuit. Let's see what happens. What do I have? Oh, Protea. That's cool. Okay, but I'm gonna check if I can find something which is cooler. There's some demos right now on Steam, because we are on the Next Fest, which always happens around this time, and you can try a lot of new games, a lot of them. And there are some indie games that I've been waiting for. I might want to try some of them. We are a variety stream now. Oh damn! Well, I've not seen any demos that interest me, but I've realized there's a patch for a game that I should have played more. And it's a game that if you like the type of thinking that you need to do in Warframe to get builds going, you might enjoy this one, specifically you, Sajin, because if I remember correctly, you were the one who recommended Noita to me, and I still need to try that. I'll probably try that game this weekend. But I have another roguelike that not many people know, and it might just straight up be one of the better ones. It's a shooter roguelike which fucks. You wanna check out? Okay, okay. What a shame. You might not be able to see this then. I'm gonna just in case you're interested, I'm gonna drop you a link here because if you like roguelikes, you're gonna probably love this game. Okay, let me drop you a link on the chat. You should absolutely check this game out. You should check this one. And I'll try Noida this weekend, more than probably. Okay. For anyone else that is watching the stream, the game that I just showed Zajin, it's called Synthetic 2. There's also Synthetic 1, which is more complete, I would say, because Synthetic 2 is still on early access, but basically it's a roguelike. It's a tactical shooter roguelike, where you control basically warframes. And what I mean by that is characters with certain abilities that you level separately and you unlock certain stuff. And there's a lot of guns, a lot of synergies, and a lot of shit that you can do. And yeah, like if you like the type of thinking that you need to do in Warframe to be able to optimize the shit, you're gonna love that game. Like, roguelikes were my Warframe fix when I left Warframe because I was still missing that rush of creating a crazy build and killing everything. So I really like roguelike games. I'm not very knowledgeable on them because a lot of them don't appeal to me. Like roguelike games that work with card systems, I don't enjoy them at all because I don't like card games. But others like this one are really, really cool. So I'm gonna drop the link here just in case you're interested. Synthetic 1 also fucks. It also fucks. I don't know if okay. Let's just go a little bit further with the circuit. I'm gonna get Protea now, and I'm hoping for a decent gun because Protea by herself can do a lot. But then if we go to like an assassination objective, and I don't have a decent weapon, there's nothing I can do against the boss. Yeah, let me get my Protea. We might be a little fucked with the weapons. I actually don't have a Kuma Brahma build. I have a Kuma Brahma, but I don't have it build. Okay, let me take a look at the Stropha though. You know what? Let's get a combo build going with the Stropha. Because if I get a decent enough decrease on it, it just might be enough to use it as a gun, right? A really close range gun, but it's still a gun, which is better than nothing. Let me check the Grimoire. Yeah, let's just get the Grimoire too.
Fire in your eyes today.
Really? If you say so. Let me see a decrease. Okay, let's just go. Nope. Yeah, but I'm more looking like a elemental. I need some elemental shit on it.
Asset is destined to be destroyed by hostile forces. Intervene.
I'm just gonna get this one because in the worst case scenario we can just spam the turrets. Basically that's the reason. Okay, let's get some dispensaries going here.
Enemies incoming. Stand fast.
Oh, they got off it. Okay, these people know. These people know the thing. Yeah, let's see the decrease. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. And yeah, and then we'll get some attack speed and we can actually use the Strofa. There's so much particles on screen whenever you're playing Protea. It's insane. One of my recently favorite Warframes, by the way, I never played her whenever she came out. I got her kind of recently, like maybe 2 months ago. I'm loving Protea so much. I was really close to giving her an Umbra format. But I know her prime is probably coming real soon, if not directly the next... I think the next prime will be Protea, so... I'm waiting for that. Then I'll invest some Umbra form on it.
For a fresh assault. Hold the line.
Oh, what the fuck? We have an Oberon? Yo, how bad were your options to end up picking Oberon on this game mode? Unless Oberon has become really good in the recent years without me knowing, which it could happen for all I know. Like, boys, do you know if Oberon's any good now? Because, again, like, I've recently come back to Warframe, like, in the past 3 months, right? But I stopped playing shortly after Demos. So I don't even know if Oberon is good now. I don't think he is, right? Like, he's probably one of those frames that absolutely fucking needs a rework, like right now. But of course, no Warframe needs a rework more than Chroma needs IMO and Inaros, which he is getting one. And then I'm hoping for my girl. Then I'm hoping for Banshee. Like, I would pay untold amounts of money for a Banshee rework right now.
No time to rest. Already a new onslaught.
He's using the augment that allows for more AoE. How does that work? Like, is it an augment for his 4 or what is it for, though? Because legit, like, I wish I was able to know everything about this game. Because even though I'm a content creator, like, yeah, like, I don't spend the whole fucking day in front of this game, so I don't know everything. So how does that augment work? I'm really curious now. Yeah, we get the sea regen grenades. Oh wow! Now that you said more AoE, you mean like every single thing in this map now is covered with Oberon's sacred ground? I mean, I'm guessing you can just get enough range to get this range on this ability, right? But maybe that's what you mean about the augment.
The enemy has been scattered to the
Ah, this is an easy one.
Will you lay your sword aside
Let's just keep going.
and rest? Or fight on? Confront the maddened ones around the undercroft, the shadows of armies that do not yet exist. Ensure they never become fully
Ah, okay, okay. So let's try the grimoire. I didn't want to use this, but it is what it is. I don't like this weapon. I don't like how it feels. I love how it looks and how it sounds, but I don't like how it feels. And I mean, it's not the worst weapon in the world, right? It's not terrible. How recording? Okay, okay. I'll check. I'll check on that later. Yeah, grimoire is a weapon that exists in this game. Like, it's more than usable. Like, it's more than usable, but I don't know if it's something that I'm not able to explain. Maybe it's the speed of the projectiles, or the slight delay in the shooting, or the slight bounce of the crosshair, implying a magic book has recoil. There's something about it that I don't like. Oh yeah, that explains it. Thanks. I love doing that shit. I love using max 1 on the air and then sniping the enemies. Or just failing at it. Because I have a book, a magic book. Ah, come on! There you go! Okay. Now die. Now go die.
The battle has barely begun.
Yeah, range on the Stropha is terrible. It's a shame because this is by far my favorite gunblade. Looks really cool. Maybe I have too much attack speed now. Maybe I need to go opposite direction of the enemies. Okay, can you die? Thanks. Right now, I think the meta Auberon build is using his 2-on-4 to nuke enemies. Then okay, that's what I used to use with him, like 6 years ago. But I didn't know if it was enough to kill high-level enemies or not.
What a waste
Like, I'm guessing it can be, right? Because he can strip armor.
to beg once more. You will never pry the Janus key from the clutches of its rightful owner. I, Captain Vor, have ascended, and the void salutes me.
Yeah, give us the Janus key and shut up. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. Ah. Oh, God, this is so good. I say this trophy is not that good, but still. Fuck. That is the kind of decree you wanna get. Unless you're dealing with a fucker like this one who just doesn't care. Yeah, that's why I remember. That's why I remember. The thing is, though, even if you strip all armor, we're reaching a point in this game we have reached a point where even when enemies are in armor, sometimes you don't have enough the damage to just one-shot them, right? Because Steel Pad is a hell of a drug. It's one hell of a drug. So if Oberon doesn't have enough damage on his 4 or not enough enemy level scaling, maybe that's not enough to nuke with him. But I don't know. I might need to try him out someday. I still have my Oberon from the days where you were able to hunt Eidolons with him. Because, you know, his AoE healing was decent to keep the lures alive. Which, of course, right now with the way you hunt Eidolons, and also keeping in mind that you don't hunt Eidolons anymore, yeah, sounds cute to think that I was using him for that purpose. Okay, give me that shit, please. Radiation changes now, allowing for scaling up. Okay, okay. So you can at least use him. That's good to know, because there was a time where he was so useless. So useless. I'm happy.
I sense another void treasure. An extractor is out of power.
Oh, no shit. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that would certainly raise the bar. Also, if I remember correctly, you can use an augment for him to give radiation damage to your guns? So that wouldn't exactly be useless if you're using weapon condition overload. Still not the best by any stretch of the imagination, I'm guessing, but... Yeah, Wisp is just the best all-around support in the entire game. Like, she doesn't have the best healing or the best anything, but she's so easy to use and so convenient to bring literally anywhere, and you can just use fucking anything on her because her 4 is not useful, so you just subsume over it. Like, Wisp is so good. Like, I can tell you Wisp is one of my favorite frames, but that wouldn't be correct because she's... Everyone uses Wisp. Everyone loves Wisp. The thing is, though, Wisp cannot hear... I don't even know how to speak English today. She cannot heal Eidolon lures, though. Oberon does. Of course, at the cost of using energy per second, which fucking sucks. But he can. Yeah, basically that. Yeah, basically that. Like, just add Roar Lemeo. Now she gives you everything. Also, something which is really good with Wisp, if you actually want to take the support to another level, you can just use spirits with her. Because in some instances, you would absolutely value that more than you would value Roar. Like if you're doing Operation Plague Star Steel Path, you will absolutely value pellets more, like way more, because you wanna strip some of the armor on the final boss, and then your whole team will thank you. You will do much more damage than with Roar.
An extractor is out of power. You have gained much. If you choose.
Assassination, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Okay, let's do this.
My duty to make extraordinary demands of exceptional.
Oh, I have 3 decrees without using. Okay. Yeah, this is good. And
I do not know how it found its way into the Undercroft.
oh, I'm sorry.
Be allowed to
Even Cephalons have allergies, bro. Oh, this is insane for movement speed. Let me get you up. Yeah. I was so chill looking at my decrease, and this guy fucking died.
is weakest. Evade. You can attack later.
Okay, you wanna know something really funny? You see this big ball of energy around the boss, right? Okay, if you're playing Jorelli, you can surf on it. It's so fun.
Do not hesitate to attack when an opening presents itself. Avoid the beams.
Eclipse is nice, but I just hope they fix it soon. Yes! But they might actually not even fix it. What they said is that they might just straight up rework it and make it a toggle. The problem being, be really careful what you wish for because you might get it. And if they allow you to change between the 2 modes, they will most surely nerf it.
Out what?
Which I mean makes sense because if you were able to decide between 90% damage reduction and a big fuck of damage buff, there wouldn't be any reason to use any other ability on any frame ever. Like Eclipse would straight up be the best ability ever in the entire game. So yeah, if they Journalist Pro Skater, yes. So again, like if they do what they said and rework it to make it a toggle, they will more than likely nerf it. And it will make sense that they do. So I fucking love Jirali. Especially whenever I can use her somewhere like here, where you don't get stuck on everything, because there's a lot of corridors in this game. Like, there's a lot of corridors. And Jirali doesn't like them. She's too fast and too mobile for them, and she gets stuck on everything. Okay, I don't think we broke any of his legs. I think we're gonna need to hit him again. Okay. Oh, yes we can. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, one of the missiles was still alive. It got me good.
Seek out
What the fuck was that? Wait, you mean Eclipse is the second most used ability? Damn! I've never used it, and that's also one of the reasons I don't use Mirage, even though I would probably like using her as a weapons platform, because I don't like the inconsistency. I like to know my things are working the way they're supposed to. I will never sacrifice usability for viability. Ever. I like my shit to be reliable. But if they fix it, like, of course I'm gonna use Eclipse. Like, of course I'm gonna.
Jackal destroyed. More will follow, no doubt. Some nightmares recur.
Survival, easy. Like, the easy ones, we don't even have to think about if we do them or not. Like, we just go straight up because I don't even need to think. Okay, so... Yeah, all these degrees are really bad.
This Undercroft manifestation active, the greater the gains for the other side.
You know what? I don't think it will be Norris. For one reason in particular, like... I think more people have helmets in general. That the amount of people that have access to Grendel, because in order to get Grendel, you absolutely fucking need to complete the entire start chart, and not. I don't think many casual players want to do that, right? Because they're not worried about steel path or anything like that. But they probably will be interested in using a cool system like being able to change their abilities. So again, like I think the overlap between the people that have Norris available and the people that have the helmet system unlocked is not that big. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and people are way more willing to grind the share of this game than I thought. I don't know. But yeah, maybe it is Norris. I would bet my ass it's just Roar. Because think about it. You can farm Rhino in less than 15 minutes if you're really lucky. If you're left the early game a while ago, you're more than likely gonna have every single resource needed to craft him. You craft him, you forget about him, and then you just get Roar. And that's it. Yeah, Grendel was a long time ago, and you cannot use Prime Warframes on the funny mouth chair, so you need the OG. You actually need the OG Warframe to be able to infuse, and yeah, Grendel, you need to unlock arbitrations. There's no other way of getting him. Well, you can buy him. But I am willing, I am willing to invest into Platinum to buy a Warframe that I don't have time to farm just to make a video on YouTube, right? Because I'm a content creator. I can do that. I don't think many people are willing to just throw 300 plat to the screen to get a new frame that they might not even enjoy. Worse still, if the reasoning to get that frame is to then just kill it, right? Like, I legit paid the 300 plat to get Grendel and get Nourish. I did that. Yeah, I think it's probably more than like it's gonna be Roar. Also, probably more niche, but it's gonna be more niche. But Wisp 3 is also really useful because it's a damage buff and it's a CC and it looks cool. And it's AoE. I wouldn't say it's gonna be one of the 5 most used, but definitely really used too. Citrine farm sucks. I don't have her. I need to try the farm and decide if I wanna spend the time or not. Because Warframe is not my only game. Like, I really like Warframe, and it's also... It's a place where I'm allowed to use my creativity and share that creativity. That's one of the reasons I still play Warframe, because I can think of a crazy idea and share it with you all. And that is really fun for me. But I don't play Warframe 24/7. Sometimes I do, when a new expansion comes out or whatever, but I have other games, so yeah, I value my time a lot. I play Escape from Tarkov with my friends. I also play by myself, and actually my preference is just single-player games. I like to play single-player games a lot. I don't care if it's story-based games, shooter games, RPGs, I don't care.
30 seconds left.
But yeah, the big thing is valuing your time. Like, whenever I see people saying on YouTube like, yo, Warframe is a free-to-play game that values your time. No, it does not. Like, maybe it values it more than Destiny does or whatever, but it does not. It's a free-to-play game. Free-to-play games cannot value your time. They cannot. If they want to be viable, they need to not do it.
60 seconds.
And again, I completely understand. Like, I completely understand. So bad. So bad. such bad decrease I'm getting right now. Oh, Void Flood is so fucking boring. Thermal Sander too. Thermal Sander might be one of the most used by people who actually wanna abuse the system, because farming for gas is hell. I remember farming for the OG gas and it was absolute hell. So then just throwing him onto the funny looking mouth, yeah, that must fucking suck for casual players. I had no trouble throwing him into the funny mount. The moment I discovered that they were gonna release his prime, I just threw him in. Like, I didn't even wait. I instantly threw him at him. Oh, you're MR3! You have 30 weapons. Damn. Like, I might be getting confused. Are you like a legendary rank 3 or just rank 3? You mean? Because like if you're master rank 3, you know a lot more about the game than you should. And that is good. That is good. Like probably someone probably has taught you a lot if you're master rank 3 and you're already thinking about some subsumes. So congrats. Like you're ahead of the curve if you are MR3. Like 100%.
Good work, Tenno. Now come to the sanctuary.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like you just wrote master rank 3 and I was like, yo, this guy knows. This guy knows a lot of stuff for being master for being just MR3, right? Yeah, no problem. So, you've been playing this game for how long then? Because, like, I've played this game semi-regularly since before Fortuna, and I'm still MR23. It's also true that I don't grind MR, I don't care about it, so maybe if I was grinding for it, I would already be like MR30, but how long has it been for you? Like, whenever I focus on the game and stop thinking about chat and stop thinking about decrease and my weapons and if I'm doing damage or not, you know what I enjoy the most about this fucking game? The movement is so good. Like, the fact that I'm able to do what I'm doing right now, like, no other game has this movement system. I've played games with crazy movement systems, but none like this. None like this. It's so fun to do. Just from before the plays. Oh, okay. Okay. I tried the game before the planes, but I didn't get it and I stopped. And then I came back after the planes. I would say like maybe 1 year after the planes came out. Something like that. Yeah, let's keep trying to make the make the Stropha usable. Let's close this one. I wasn't even paying attention to the game mode. Me and my friends that play Warframe have an inner joke between us. We call it playing Warframe. Like, if we are doing a mission and someone is not playing the objective and is just killing everything that they see, he's playing Warframe. He's enjoying the experience. He's playing Warframe. I was just playing Warframe now. Completely forgot about the Void Flood. And this game was such a strange discovery for me, because I was never interested in grindy games up until I got Warframe. I never liked them. But it was a friend who recommended me to get in. A friend that was playing from before the fucking second dream. He's lower MR than I am now, and he still plays. Like, he has not left the game. But it was such a weird discovery for me. This game has opened my eyes to... this is risky. Okay, now I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. That was really risky. I have to try to bullet jab on other games. There are a lot of games with really good movement systems, by the way. Like, it's not just Warframe. There are a lot of games with same movement systems, but Warframe has... It's not the fact that it's crazier, it's the fact that it's different. It is different. Like, if you want a game with the craziest movement you have ever seen, like, check this out. I'm gonna drop you a link. Oh! Actually, it's on sale right now on Steam. Which, yeah. This game is 100% worth it, by the way. If you like shooter games, you need to try this game. This game has insane movement. It's one of my favorite games ever, and it's just a small indie title that lasts for like 3 hours. It's just amazing. Check that out. I don't know how much time I still have at my disposal, though. You know what? I think I'm gonna probably cut it for today because I have some stuff to do. I need to work on some stuff. And yeah, I've tried what I had to try about my Cephalon. I need to adjust some parameters. I need to optimize it somehow. Because yeah, like more than definitely it lags a little bit whenever I'm playing circuit, and that is not acceptable, I think. I need to work on it for a while. I might stream this evening. Or maybe tomorrow evening. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed because I literally don't know anything about streaming. I don't know anything about streaming. This is completely new for me. Never been a streamer. I have always tried to make content for YouTube, but streaming, I'm a little noob, so I'm really glad that you enjoyed. That makes me really happy. Well, see you on another one then. And have a nice day. And of course, before I turn this shit off.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
And that will be all for today.